Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm giving my full review on the Alcatel One Touch Conquest on Boost Mobile. I've had this phone for a little while now and I've used it a little bit, and I made a previous video giving you the full spec rundown and everything, which I will give a little brief description here of some specs. So I'm going to tell you what I think about the phone, run some tests, play some games, and give my overall thoughts on this phone. So let's go ahead and get started. This phone runs Android 5.0. It is IP67 certified for water and dust resistance. It does have a 5-inch display at 720 by 1280 resolution at 294 pixels per inch. It does have scratch resistant Dragon Trail glass. This phone does have a 5 megapixel camera on the rear with LED flash, records in full 1080 at 30 frames per second. Has a 2 megapixel front facing camera, records in I think 720p. This phone is a 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor with 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of built-in storage, with around 4 GB available to user, and it will support up to a 32 GB micro SD card. It's got a 2500 mAh battery with around 16 hours of talk time and around 20 days of standby time. This phone is LTE compatible, and and all this stuff. So let's go ahead and take you around the phone a little bit here. The front of it does look really nice. Nice 5-inch display, home button here, back button, and your recents button. On the bottom, you do have your microphone, your micro USB charging port, which is covered up for the waterproof or water resistance of the phone. On the right side, you got your volume rocker, power button. On top is your headset jack, which is also covered up. Your other microphone here. This side here, you have your micro SIM card slot, micro SD card slot here, and it does have a little tool to take them out as well. On the back is your flash camera, your single rear speaker, Alcatel One Touch branding, and that's about it. The back cannot be removed, nothing else. The back's got a nice finish to it. I like the way it feels. Feels really good in the hand. The phone feels very solid. It's kind of light, but the phone feels good when you're holding on to it. Also up here is of course, your ear speaker here. Like I said, it does have 720p display, and the screen looks pretty decent. Whenever you hold the phone at different angles, sometimes it does look a little washed out. Right now it's about half brightness, which it's not really doing too good right now on the white balance for some reason or another. But anyhow, you can see the screen, and it does look pretty good. But that's about where this phone ends. This phone has some real issues. And before I get into anything else, this phone is very slow. It runs a 410 Snapdragon quad-core processor, and you would think that it would run as fast as other phones that run the similar, processors. This phone is just so slow. It's slow at everything it does. It hangs up. Battery life is terrible. I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. This phone is no count. I really don't like it, even though the phone is really nice to hold. And for a basic phone, it's okay if you use it very minimally. But if you decide to use it for a lot of gaming, stuff like that, you're going to be very disappointed in this phone. This phone is somebody who wants a good phone that has very good call quality, very good reception, pretty good speakerphone quality, good ringer quality, ruggedized for water and dust resistance. But that's about as far as it goes. I will go ahead and go in here and I will run a Geekbench just to kind of show you the test that it did run, which is, come on, wait for this tester to run out. This phone, like I say, I paid $50 for this phone on an upgrade, and to me, I feel like I got ripped off, to be honest with you. I mean, it feels like that it's just so subpar. I was expecting more out of this phone than what I got. Like I said, for basic phone functions, it works good. Like I said, reception is great, as most Alcatel phones are. Call quality is excellent as well. Even the scores is going to be the same as the LG Volt 2, the G Stylo. Phones like that is going to be about the same. as them, but this phone runs so much slower that it can't play very heavy games. And I'm very disappointed in this phone. The screen does not react sometimes. Sometimes it's oversensitive. Sometimes it won't react at all. And it's just a real glitchy phone. It's just a phone that's just. I don't think it's just my phone. I think that this is just a bad phone. Period. There's sometimes manufacturers make phones that just can't hang. Even though it's running the same kind of processors as other phones in the same price range, run. So this phone so far has been overall a disappointment, and I really can't recommend this phone to anybody who's looking for a phone that's going to work and work well, unless you just want a basic Android phone that's water resistant. So uploading the results here, and as you see, 472 on single core, 1393 on multi-core, which is, like I said, pretty much average of what you see on a lot of these other phones with the same similar processors. We'll go ahead right now and we will run a Temple Run 2 and see how it plays. It's taking a few minutes here to load up. It's having to load everything, which is I never had that happen before on any other phone. So go ahead and start playing. So you see that we have some lag. Like I said, the screen sometimes, see right there, it did not register at all when I swiped up. Right now it's lagging pretty bad from what I can tell on my side. The screen on my phone here does not do justice on the phone on the Alcatel. Alcatel screen is very vibrant and bright, but as you can see, sometimes the screen just does not want to react with the swipes that you do. So that gets kind of annoying after a while when you have lags like that. So that's just a pretty small game as well. We'll do one more test here on Asphalt 8. You can about go ahead and tell this is going to be a really choppy game because I've done ran it, but I'm going to run it here just for the sake of showing you how the phone does run. And I do apologize for the brighten and dimming and stuff like that. I'm using my Nokia or Microsoft Lumia 640. I'm trying to get used to all the manual controls here where I can manually, do everything on the phone. And the white balance is just don't want to cooperate with me against this wood finish. So I do apologize for that. So we'll just go ahead and wait. No update. But like I said, the screen does look good when you're looking at it straight on. It looks really good. You might not be able to tell it really much, through this screen here, but it does look pretty good. We got an advertisement now. Got to watch. And it's blacked out. It ain't even showing the advertisement, so that pretty much tells you right there that it's got some glitches in it. Okay, so now we're going ahead and start racing and see what we come up with. Last time I run this game, it was super laggy. It wouldn't do anything. So we'll see what happens now this time. Oh, the silence and the wait. I'm wanting to keep this video as short as possible, but as slow as this phone's been, then it's going to be a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. But it's all good. Hope that it helps y'all out. Okay, now we're starting up. It's jerking pretty bad. Okay, the game seems to be playing a little bit better this time than it did last time I played it. Although it does have some lag that I am noticing. So I'm not sure if you can tell it on this camera or not, but I am telling some noticeable lag while playing this game. It's just not smooth like I figured it would be. So last time I played this game, okay, I pushed home. Let's see how long it takes to go home. There we go. I had to, yeah. So yeah, you can see that the phone is just underpowered, very underpowered. Even with the 410 processor, it's just really slow. Last thing I want to get into, or one of the last things I want to get into here is, of course, is your settings menu here, and you got all your normal stuff. Let's see if I can get this to come in a little bit better here. Your home screen display. Basically your same stuff that you see in every phone with Android 5.0 and above. Nothing really special. Going to the camera here. Now this is where the camera is kind of different than other cameras I've seen. Down here, you push this button, it brings up your flash. Let's see if I can bring it in a little bit closer here so it can be seen. Got your flash, got your settings here. More options. Okay, in video quality, it shows it records in 4K DCI. No, it does not. It's just it's all for recording. Got 41080, 720, SD 480, VGA, and a bunch of these lower quality settings here. You can only record in MMS 10 minutes or 30 minutes. Store location, storage position, and shutter sound. Go up again. Go over for your flash on or off. Swipe over to the right to cut on your front camera, which front camera don't look too bad. It's nothing impressive, but at least it does work, and you can do selfie pictures, and you can use stuff like, Periscope, Meerkat, stuff like that. So we'll go over here now to the camera portion of the phone, and so now we'll just go to the options. And you see here 2 megapixels, picture quality, countdown timer, continuous shot, face detection, stuff of that nature. Go up here again, go to the back camera, and we'll go. You got the HDR on or off, your flash, more options, 5 megapixels, super quality, super fine, basically the same thing you see in all kinds of all cameras, and of course. Here it is all again. We'll go back to the front-facing camera, and also you got panorama as well on this phone. Go back to the camcorder for the front-facing camera, and more options. And you can record in, it says 4K DCI, HD 720, 480 VGA, and on down. So the camera is fair. It takes pretty good pictures. Nothing too impressive, but for just some quick photos, it does okay. I'm sorry this is kind of a sketchy review of this phone and everything, but basically what I want to say is, my opinion, steer clear of this phone. It's not a good phone. Using Facebook is slow. YouTube is slow. Sometimes just signing into things is really slow and laggy, and so honestly, phone looks good, got a really nice size to it, feels really good. The pros of this phone is call quality is great, reception is great, screen quality looks good, camera is so-so, it's not bad, but for the bad, it's just the camera is only so-so. It's very laggy, very underpowered, and sometimes the buttons just don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. Sometimes the screen goes blank. Battery life is not impressive. So I hope this helps you out a little bit. Hopefully, here soon, I will be doing a comparison between this phone here and the Kyocera Hydro Icon, which I'm currently using at the moment, because this phone right here honestly seems to be twice as fast as this newer Alcatel, even with a slower processor. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. And so yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give me that thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. If it helps you out a little bit, that's really good, giving you my thoughts on this phone. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. I sure would appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all in the next video.